青春とは嘘であり、悪である。
Okay, so firstly, this other anime is criminally under everyone's radar, but this main character also voices the main character of Takeo in Ore Monogatari. You've probably heard me shout him out in That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, as well as ReZero, where he voices Subaru's arch nemesis. So do yourselves a favour and watch that, and take a win here for his excellent voice acting.
青春を謳歌せし者たちは常に自己と周囲を欺き。
Also though, let's not kid ourselves, this anime is incredibly beautiful and stylistic. The animation is crisp and on point from start to finish.
自らを取り巻く環境の全てを肯定的に捉える。
Nice and subtle way of telling us about her character from the get-go with this little demonstration.
もしかして
友達作りに失敗した人間もまた青春のど真ん中でなければ。
Oh dear lord, if we haven't all been there at least once in our lives.
もしかして
友達作りに失敗した人間もまた青春のど真ん中でなければ。
I'll tell you where else we've all been once in our lives, and that's pondering whether or not to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. I can tell you I personally did it and felt great afterwards, so help me get from 70+% regularly watching but unsubscribe to like 60% and ensure you don't miss out on everything coming soon. I still remember this OP super fondly because of that sweet song and the LSD looking insanely vivid visuals. Let's also talk again here about the brilliant animation smoothness. It's almost like this anime has twice as many hand-drawn frames than other anime. I love it, take a win, I'm glad to be watching this again. Oh yeah, I remember her, I like her, she's great. This is everything great about, so naturally take a win.
君の目は死んだ魚のような目だな。
そんな DHA 豊富そうに見えますか。賢そうっすね。
真面目に聞け。
Ah man, I also remember the humour in this, and here is a prime example of his off-the-cuff kind of comments. Also though, is it just me or do any of you also find characters like this guy and the main character from Classroom of the Elite to be pretty cool dudes? Let me know down below. I like them personally. They didn't have to animate her folding her arms, but they did it anyway because they're legends.
彼の小悪党ぶりは信用してくれていい。
いや、常識的な判断ができるって言ってほしいんですが。
小悪党。なるほど。
聞いてない上に納得しちゃったしよ。
Also though, a lot of this anime is about kind of taking shots at him and him replying in kind or via inner monologue. But that kind of tells you how well written it is, that it's so loved mainly for its excellent narrative and writing, on top of characters, design and animation quality and so on of course. Showcasing the catalyst as to why he has so many issues when it comes to stuff like this. They don't just drop a bunch of exposition on our heads and instead deal with it in quite a tactful manner, showing us his past and current thought patterns.
ちょっとマジ熱くない？
むしろ蒸し暑いよね。
え？あ、うん。
どうして今の自分や過去の自分を肯定してやれないんだよ。
それじゃあ悩みは解決しないし。
Nice and subtle hint at something later on right there if I recall. Having said that though, it has been over 4 years since I saw it, so I may be wrong, but it's a nice touch showing her clench her fist. I like it when anime do little additions like that. A great example recently was Wilhelm from ReZero furrowing his brow when the name White Whale was mentioned near him.
勝った方が負けた方に何でも命令できるというのはどうだ？
何でもというのはいわゆる何でもということですよね。ごくり。お前人に好かれそうなくせに友達いないとかどういうことだよ。
あなたにはわからないわよ。私って昔から可愛かったから。近づいてくる男子は大抵私に好意を寄せてきた。小学校の頃、60回ほど上履きを隠されたことがあったのだけれど、うち50回は女子にやられたわ。
大変だったんだろ。
ええ、大変よ。私可愛いから。
Again, a good life lesson about not judging people based on how they look worked into the storyline of this anime. Just because she's very pretty and seems very likable doesn't mean that's the case, as she then goes on to explain. This anime is often very good at demonstrating real life issues and concerns into itself.
今はこの沈黙すら心地いいと、そう感じていた。心臓の刻む律動が秒針の速度を追い越して、もっと先へ進みたいと。So I hope you guys and gals are like me in this regard, but sometimes when you get a very decent slice of life anime, you in turn become comfortable, just like he's saying here. There are certain anime where they have the right characters, voice actors, music, and of course story that makes me feel very relaxed. It's actually a really nice feeling that I've carried with me long after finishing certain anime. This is one such one where I find great comfort in seeing them just chilling while the story plays out. Let me know if it's the same for you down below. なあ、雪の下。なんなら俺が友達。
ごめんなさい、それは無理。
まだ最後まで行ってないのに。
Very sweet moment cut short because it's only episode 1 and all, and we've got plenty of character growth to go yet, but stay tuned for more greatness.
平塚先生に言われてきたんですけど。なんでヒッキーがここにいんの？私のこと知ってるんだ。
全校生徒覚えてんじゃねえの？
Okay, so you won't get it on this version, but that got the anime as sin removed on the other version.
なんか楽しそうな部活だね。それにヒッキーよく喋るよね。
Take a big fat win for always, nearly always anyway, being such a bright and positive character in this glorious anime, you lovely, lovely girl, you.
なんつうかいつもは挙取り方キモいし。
このビッチめ。
はあ？ビッチってなんだし、私はまだなんでもない。
もう自信がないから手伝ってほしいというのが彼女のお願い。
そんなの友達に頼めよ。
And this right here was one of my overall favourite parts of SNAFU. It's that by this element of the anime that we get to meet so many different types of characters, each totally unique, and those characters lead us into loads of different interesting storylines as they set about trying to help other students.
どうすれば良くなるか考えましょう。
由比ヶ浜が二度と料理しないこと。
それで解決しちゃうんだ。やっぱり私料理に向いてないのかな。
Okay, this is another great element of this anime and some great slice of life anime too, and it kind of links in nicely to the last win, and that's the dialogue they have as a group. When the writing is great and the characters converse supernaturally, it really appeals to me. Like this little interaction here, it's just perfect. It just feels relaxing to me, but again, let me know your thoughts, I'm genuinely interested.
由比ヶ浜さん、あなたさっき才能がないって言ったわね。
Also, one more quick mention about extra movements within a scene that many other anime wouldn't do. You've got her moving her hands preparing for her own batch. He in the background changes whom he's looking at for the reply, and she then also moves in tandem. People who don't think about it may miss that these were all animations put into place to add realism, but that realism is only achieved by the hard and tireless work of dedicated animators. So the next time you see someone mocking a strange looking Levi from Attack on Titan or Midoriya from My Hero Academia because they took a screenshot of them way in the background, just remind them that this is the product of insanely hard work, and it really should be appreciated and supported if you consider yourself an anime fan.
最低限の努力もしない人間に才能がある人を羨む資格はないわ。成功できない人間は成功者が積み上げた努力を想像できないから成功できないのよ。
Writing this June 6th, I also feel the need to add a win for this anime during these difficult times. Lately it's becoming more and more the popular opinion to point the finger at wealthy people, casting shame at them for their wealth, even if it was achieved via millions of neutral transactions. I give you a product which you want and you in return give me some money. But this here is a bit of a life lesson, because you shouldn't just sit back and complain. You should work hard, dedicate yourself to something, and you'd be amazed at the results. So yeah, take a win here for the poignant life lesson, and just remember to work hard for what you want in life. A person or two in the community tab didn't like this, and they mentioned it as a sin of all things. Personally, I think it's quite cute and how she says it is too.
でさユキの部室でお昼一緒に食べようよ。
いえ、私は一人で食べるのが好きだからそういうのはちょっと。ユキノンって気持ち悪いから。
でさユキの私も放課後とか暇だし。
Also says a lot about her cute character and how she bypasses the negatives in that conversation, carrying on regardless because the club did actually help her and she appreciates it. So she's trying her best and that comes across nicely.
一応お礼の気持ち。ヒキも手伝ってくれたし。
Oh, that's also very cute. I think we can all agree on that. And, just like I mentioned before, they gave her like 9 different movements just to walk away. Nothing huge, just walking away because the scene changes. I love you guys! Him being true to his word and eating the whole thing in spite of its taste because he greatly appreciates the gesture is a nice end to a fantastic episode. So this ED is made up of an awesome song. I just personally really dig it, and it nicely matches its slice of life atmosphere with the visuals too. Just nice and relaxing with a bit of a kick from the music. Very nice indeed.
マジすげえってどうしたちょっと借りていい
このように群れとは。
It's kind of crazy how true to life some of the lessons are in this. The cool people getting all of the attention and those below them desperate to stay out of the light and focus or maybe just get some positive attention from the group do anything to achieve that goal. Nicely demonstrated here.
次に生まれ変わるなら私は絶対熊になりたい。
This then nicely forms the next part of explaining his character right now, that being of the bear, staying alone and thus keeping himself away from the gaze of both groups and their interactions with one another. I tell you though, it really is well written.
先生だって個体っていうか独身で無理
Hate myself for this, but I low-key kinda liked that. I like her, I can't help it, help me!
そうかもな。けれど君たちは見ていて面白い。だから手元に置いておきたいだけなのかもしれんな。
She essentially wraps up why I personally enjoyed the series and why I hold it close to my heart. That's crazy.
何それ。ゆい最近ちょっと付き合い悪くない？
それはなんというか。
それじゃわかんないからちゃんと言ってよ。あしら友達じゃん。
God, I dislike women like this, and SNAFU just paints the portrait perfectly with that passive-aggressive attitude towards her classmate whom she knows she has power over. This is why I live every day incredibly grateful that I married my wife who is the exact opposite of someone like this.
由比ヶ浜さん、あなた自分から誘っておきながら来ないのは人としてどうかと思うのだけれど。
I totally forgot just how open she is about almost everything. She really doesn't care for what she says or how it makes her look, and that's so refreshing and very rare to see. In fact, SNAFU could easily be interpreted as a boiling pot for actual real-life characteristics.
お山の大正気取りで虚勢を張るのは結構だけれど、自分の縄張りの中だけにしなさい。あなたのメイク同様、すぐに剥がれるわよ。
Oh! Oh! Someone call the bird ward? Goodness me, that was epic!
ヒッキーありがとう。さっき立ち上がってくれて。
Oh, she noticed this attempt before. She's so sweet. She doesn't deserve this.
積み劇だ。キモい。ストーカー。下手。あとキモい。いやもうほんとマジキモすぎだから。
少しは遠慮しろ
待ちわびたぞ引きヶ谷8番
あなたの知り合いなの？
And introducing another actually interesting character with another interesting quirk and another interesting storyline about to be brought into the limelight. Also, viral from Gurren Lagann and the dude with glasses from High School of the Dead. That's right, I actually like that anime a lot.
ただお手伝いをするだけよ。
ヘム8番よでは我に手を貸せ
It's hilarious how they demonstrate his inability to speak to women properly.
主従の関係はどこに行ったんだよ
ゴラムゴラム
I understood that Lord of the Rings reference! If I hadn't seen this anime, I'd have definitely dropped a win here saying, ooh, colour me intrigued. But since I've seen it, I'll simply say, very nice case of subtle foreshadowing and without exposition too.
Oh.
Kawaii.
自分が好きで書いたものを誰かに読んでもらえて感想を言ってもらえるというのはいいものだな
わかったまた読むよ
This is a good example of some of the genuinely sweet moments to be found in this gem. Just some real nice good moments peppered throughout the lovely dish that is this gorgeous smelling anime.
まず原稿を書け
売れたら夜な夜な豪遊できるかな
I forgot about this. What would I normally say? Oh, I like where this is going because she looks cute and she clearly likes our boy. Something like that. Yeah, let's go with that because she is cute. I think a lot of us yet again can probably relate to this quite well, especially when it comes to awkwardly pairing off. But if you're watching and you're young, a little advice. It does get easier as you get older. I avoided sports like the plague as a kid for this reason, but nowadays I'll play any sport happily.
ヤキの最初は自分の糧くらい自分で手に入れるわ。そんな行為でささやかな征服欲を満たして何が嬉しいの？
That's like a stupidly great impression of her. That's crazy.
そういえば引きヶ谷くん、テニスうまいね。
そうなん？
うん。フォームがすごく綺麗なんだよ。
Her interacting with him is getting a win, and purely because I'm legit writing this at 2 AM June 5th, and I'm just in a great mood, really enjoying what I'm doing. I have a lot of love for this anime, and so yeah, take a win.
なんなら男子との関わりもないまである
僕、男なんだけどな。
Well, clearly your boy here forgot about that little juicy nugget of information. But I'm not going to delete the 2 wins because that'd be silly. Dude, they literally drew his fingers through the wire of the racket. That's dedication.
お前ならどうする
そうね。全員死ぬまで走らせてから死ぬまで素振り。死ぬまで練習。かしら。
Is it weird that I don't dislike the sadistic side demonstrated here?
由比ヶ浜さん、別にあなたは部員ではないのだけれど。違うんだ。ええ、入部届をもらっていないし、顧問の承認もないから部員ではないわね。
書くよ。入部届くらい何枚でも書くよ。
戸塚彩花君だった。
I love this comment from him because it's funny enough actually addressing what a lot of anime do, where stuff like that does just happen. But not this one. She didn't put in an application, so guess what? You're not in the club, lady! These lovely little ad break transition slides are just perfect for this slice of life anime.
何それ超楽しそう。じゃあいっそ混合ダブルスにすればいいじゃん。そやだ、足頭いいんだけど。
God, I hate this girl, and the mangaka and animators really helped me with that feeling by making her this way constantly.
なんで私が。
だってこんなの頼める友達ユキの一人だけなんだもん。
友達。
友達。
Their friendship together and overall later on as a group is another very attractive feature as we witness the slow character and group growth organically advance each episode. It never feels pushed or rushed. We're always kept in the loop about advancements in their relationships too. Like earlier on, learning that the girls have a game they now play where the loser buys them both drinks. That's just a nicely added piece of information to give us the viewer an understanding that behind the scenes their friendship is growing. Doing sports in anime is insanely hard to animate, and purely because it involves so many intricate motions half the time, so the fact that they animated this whole segment so well is a credit to them.
その方はこの男がつけるからおとなしく敗北しなさい。暴言も失言も吐くけれど虚言だけは吐いたことがないの。
Even though their own relationship has so far been more down than up, that obviously does change over the course of the season and into the next, and this is the first real moment of solidarity within the group as a whole when she says this to him.
三浦、お前は知らない。昼下がり、この付近でのみ発生する特殊な潮風。葉山、お前は知らない。この風が吹くのは一度だけじゃないことを。
Gotta love how they managed to weaponize his lonely existence for this final matchup.
試合に勝って勝負に負けたというところかしらね。
ヒッキー勝ったのに空気扱いってガチでかわいそう。
Yeah, that's the truth if I've ever heard it. Popularity winning over his genuinely great performance. How did the mangaka get to be so true to real life? It's insane.
本当にしない。
Can't show it, but they were getting changed in the room when he walked in, and your boy here saw some stuff, and I forgot that happens.
お兄ちゃんって時々何言ってるかわかんないよね。
See Chen from My Hero Academia. Goodness me, she sounds proper different than this. My guy here sacrifices himself for a dog. He's like a man after my own heart, bruh. Your boy here actually saved a dog just a few months ago as of writing this. He was off his lead and ran across to my wife and I whilst we walked our two dogs over the other side of the road. He was about to dart into the road and back to his owner, so I quickly spoke all nice to him, slowly reached down for a cuddle, then subtly during the cuddle held onto his collar and she came and got him. Still feel good about that now. Oh, and also, being nice to animals is always a win. Also, they do a great job of using fading here to avoid showing you that it's actually Yui walking her dog here too, which nicely comes as a surprise upon its reveal later on.
お菓子もらった。美味しかった。
それ確実に俺食べてないよね。
かわいいバンバナナ。
したがって今回の職場見学においては専業主婦にとって職場である自宅を希望する。私が何を言いたいか。
I freaking love his attempt at justifying staying at home for like work experience or whatever it is, and she remains very attractive. I can't help it.
わざわざ聞いて歩いたんだからね。そしたらみんな引きがや誰って言うし超大変だったんだからね。
It is incredibly and almost painfully cute that she went out to look for him after he didn't turn up.
なんせ夜7時にメールを送れば次の日の朝に帰ってきて「ごめん寝てたまた学校でね」と帰ってくるくらい健康的だし。
それって。
寝たふりをしてメールを無視していたのね。
あ、ちょっとお願いがあってさ。奉仕部ってここでいいんだよね。
またも本能的に負けを認めてしまった。
It's so weird. I've mentioned this like 3 or 4 times already. I'm about to do it again. This is very much like a lot of people's experiences in real life.
一応聞くけれどあなたは。
一応ってなんだ。先週末か。つまり最近のことだよな。職場見学。
ああ、 それだ。
Our boy being asked last, but actually having a good idea. So proud right now.
絶対個別受けだと思うの。で、ヤマト君の強気攻め。
This whole scene.
おはよ
毎朝俺の味噌汁作ってくれ。
う。え、どういう意味？
This is something a lot of you said when I announced this was coming in the community tab.
じゃあ8万。
もう3回読んで。
8万。8万。8万。
It's really heartwarming seeing their budding friendship like this. I just honestly cannot recall much about this lad throughout the anime, so I wonder if it didn't end well perhaps, but I guess I'll wait and see.
これをきっかけにあいつらが本当の友達になれればいいってそう思うよ。
正直ここまでいいやつだとこれはこれで何かの病気だ。
This guy and his kindness reminds me a little of Lemillion from My Hero Academia, looks-wise as well. It's a nice change of pace to have the popular guy actually be genuine and nice too.
引谷くんまだグループ決まってないよね。一緒にどう？
オーケー。おかげで英語で返しちまったよ。いやお前決めてるって。
だから最初から8万と一緒に行くって決めてたの。
It's also genuinely nice to see his own friendship pool begin to grow, and partly, or perhaps even wholly, that's down to his teacher's interference forcing him to join the club, which spurred all of this change. I think a good message to take away from SNAFU at this early stage is that sometimes putting yourself out there, even just a little, can have profoundly positive results on your life. Who knows, maybe my take on this anime in this video I made will have some small positive change on one of you watching one day. Oh. Okay, I forgot about you as well. Normally my memory is great. How the heck did I forget so much in just 4 and a bit years?
何そのヤッパー誘ってない人来ちゃったみたいな顔。
So much of this is true to life. You need to be stopped!
兄がいつもお世話になってます。
はじめまして、クラスメートの戸塚彩花です。
おお、かわいい人ですね。ねえ、お兄ちゃん。
This goes back to something I mentioned before about easy breezy types of conversations taking place among a group of friends just hanging out and using that to progress a genuinely interesting and entertaining overall story. I've said it before and I'll say it again, these kinds of scenes are just highly appealing to me and really relax me.
川崎大使っす。引きヶ谷さんとは塾が同じで、姉ちゃんが皆さんと同じ総武校の2年っす。
Jinro from Dr. Stone and Hinata from Haiku!
家庭の師匠ね。どこの家にもあるものね。わかったわ。
More of what makes this anime unique. Great writing and avoiding exposition with just little tales like this. The fact that there's pretty much always a new sticker on here every episode.
あんまり根詰めない方がいいよ。
お気遣いどうも。
あのさ、そんなに強がらなくてもいいんじゃないかな。
あ、そういうのいらないんで。
いや、ご苦労。
笑っちゃ悪いよ。
You know, for the first time I kind of understood another thing that's great about this, and that's how the characters that have been helped before actually stick around. They don't run a formula of a new character with a new issue each episode, with everyone prior being forgotten about. Instead, they keep them around. They join in on activities and discussions, but in a way that makes sense, like a study group or summer camp, for example.
ようやく我の出番か。自分で呼んでおいて何故そんな顔するのだ。
Okay, not only was that legit funny, but it also plays perfectly into the previous win, managing to find an organic way to bring his character back into the story.
ほら、お菓子の人。いや、よかったね。骨折ったおかげでゆいさんみたいな可愛い人と知り合え。
今なんて。
Even though, as you know, I already knew this, go ahead and take that win for everyone around the first time who wasn't paying that much attention to the dog walker in the scene and are now surprised at this revelation.
お前んちの犬助けたのは偶然だし、あの事故がなくても俺多分ぼっちだったし、お前が気に病む必要全くなし。
バカ。
It's incredible how well they also deal with these kinds of difficult and or emotional scenes. As always, credit to the mangaka and those animators who make it all possible. Such a great scene as the usual dynamic is twisted up.
俺は優しい女の子は嫌いだ。
This end monologue is great. It nicely sets up exactly what he's thinking and feeling towards the world, and especially the nice girls, which you guys also mentioned a lot in the community tab post. Surprised that quote stuck with so many of you, but I can see why.
だからこの件はこれで終わり。 リセットしてまたお互いの日常を過ごせばいい。
This whole reset analogy is actually a pretty interesting tool to use in the story. It breaks the episode by episode formula, in this case helping individuals with their issues, and serves as a tool to shake things up. It also has the added benefit of restructuring characters and the overall story arc of the season, and SNAFU does this very well.
その
え？
付き合ってくれないかしら。
Kawaii!
休日なのに付き合わせてしまって。
いえいえ、小町もゆいさんの誕生日プレゼント買いたいですし。
Seeing everyone out and about in the wide world in out of school attire for the first time, yet another interesting thing about a school slice of life anime. I know it's not an animated montage which I often praise to high heaven, but it's still awesome to know that simply to paint this scene of a shopping trip, they gave us multiple really detailed stills to enjoy.
自慢ではないけれど、私は一般の女子高生と離れた価値基準を持っているのよ。だから手伝ってもらえると助かるのだけれど。
It's so sweet when she acts like this, and her sweetness must be protected by the issuing of a win when it occurs.
ゆきのちゃん繊細な性格の子だから、引きがやくんが気をつけてあげてね。
Another cute and unique woman ada! Animating multiple people moving inside one scene like a boss. Also, I kind of like how this is the very start of the weird love triangle that ultimately begins to form, if I recall correctly that is. At least that's how her sad expression came across to me. That being said, it could be that she now feels that she'll be a bit of an outsider within the group, so it could be that as well. Let me know your thoughts though.
もうお前は俺を気にかけなくていい。だからこれで終わりだろ。
なんでそんな風に思うの？登場とか気を使うとか、そんな風に思ったこと一度もないよ。なんか難しくてよくわかんなくなってきちゃった。
Talking about everything that is very true to life in this anime, you really have to also mention how these kinds of conversations are just straight up much more difficult to have when you're younger. Everyone is afraid to say exactly what they think, or aren't sure exactly how to properly express their thoughts. Once again though, speaking as an old 31-year-old man as of writing this, these things do get easier when you're my age too, for the most part anyway. It's just crazy how the mangaka hits so many nails on the head with this one.
バカね。終わったのならまた始めればいいじゃない。あなたたちは悪くないのだし、どちらも悪くないのなら初めから揉める必要がないのよ。ちゃんと始めることだってできるわ。あなたたちは。
I like to think that part of the reason why she did this is because she really enjoys what they've built together so far in that club. She mentions before about struggling with people in her past and being quite alone as a result. In fact, all three of them have experienced much the same, and so in their own roundabout way, they're forming a real connection and friendship together, and I think she realised that and didn't want to lose it.
4割の確率でこれが返ってきた。ちなみに3割は返信がなく、残りの3割はメーラー大門さんとかいう外国人からメールが来た。
That made me laugh way harder than it probably should have.
先ほどから何度かメールや電話をしています。本当は見てるんじゃないんですか？見てるんでしょ。
怖いよ。
Oh, I really like this teacher an unreasonable amount. I still need help. Help me!
さて、電話に出なかった言い訳を聞こうか。
Oh dear lord, this is up my alley. Does this deserve a win for the series? I don't really know. Do I think it does? Heck yes I do. Do you think that? Maybe, maybe not, but I'm writing the script, so it's up to me.
え？なんでお前らいんの？
なんでって部活じゃん。ゆいさん、ヤッハロー。小町さん、ヤッハロー。
葉山。
やあ、引谷くん。
And once again, there is yet another great way of organically bringing everyone together without forcing it. This anime just excels at that. Plus, the teacher is there too. That's a bonus.
いや、俺はこのことを予見して、あえておびき出されたふりをしていたのだ。結果オーライ、今日から神信じちゃう。
What the heck is going on? Not CGI.
スタンド使いとスタンド使いが惹かれ合うように、ぼっちはぼっちを発見する能力に長けているらしい。
Hey, now wait a second. Hold the phone a moment. Was that a JoJo reference?
せっかくだし、隠し味入れるか。何か入れたいものある人？
はい、私フルーツがいいと思う。桃とか。
あいつバカか。
私は BL で友達ができました。
は？
ホモが嫌いな女子なんていません。
This!
誰？
俺だよ。
誰？
なんでさっきと同じ問いなんだよ。一応顔見知りだろうが。
I suppose their little interactions like this deserve a win. I didn't even fully note it at first, but pretty much every conversation holds a little gem whereby she says something nasty veiled as something else and then he outright calls her out on whatever it is she said.
れからもよろしくね。ガチマン、どうしたの？大丈夫？
That!
別に手繋がなくてもいいよね。
俺は一人エアオクラホマミキサーだった。
Ah, the pain from this lad's past. Fantastic, it's setting the stage as to why he is the way he is, though, via these frequent flashbacks, and of course even more frequent internal monologue sessions.
そのなんだ、いい感じだな。似合ってるし。
Can't show it, they'll only of course focus on his classmate, but swimsuit, and coming back to this in 40 seconds time, my forgetful brain was treated to the teacher in a swimsuit of all things, and the blonde girl too. Goodness me! Woo! Again, can't show it, but one of the girls is in like a devil suit for the test of courage, and oh man. Well, that's a win no matter how I look at it.
はあ？何タメ口聞いてんだよ。
ちょっとあんたら調子乗ってんじゃないの？
This is a really good plan of his in action, and they're actually doing the plan and they're part in it. I love it.
早くしろよ、誰が残んだよ。お前かおい。
鶴見、あんた残りなさいよ。
And the plan ends up working like a charm, exposing the basic elements of most humans, the sacrificing others for your own benefit system.
お？
こっち！急いで！
Totally forgot about this. Damn my brain! Although not really, because it worked in my favour in this case. Anyway, her fitting nicely outside the previous win's most humans category by working out a plan to resolve the situation outside the parameters given to them by their elders.
お、引きがやくんだ。デートって？デートだね。
違うっつってんじゃないですか。
ヒッキー嫌がってますから。
I don't think I didn't notice that. She pulled him away. I did notice that. Further developing that love triangle for down the road.
ねえ、あの車さ。
Totally forgot this. Take a plot twist win because I did forget it.
花火大会一緒に行かない？サブレの面倒を見てくれたお礼ってことで。こんな時に暇な男手があればいいのに。
Is it just me, or do you guys and gals like scenes like this too? I'm actually genuinely interested in knowing you ladies' opinions on stuff like that as well. And you know, I'm always in the comment section, so I'm not a huge YouTuber pointlessly asking for your opinion on something I'll never bother to read. You know your boy is real when he says he's gonna read them. Pretty impressive to create this whole bird's eye kind of view for this one moment. I guess this actually gets a scenery shot win. One of my favourite things in anime and in slice of life anime in general is how we tend to see the whole year, which naturally includes firework festivals, trips to the beach during summer with watermelons and nice food, and summer camps with tests of courage and winter and so on and so forth. Basically, as someone who loves anime and loves Japan, I really dig seeing my favourite characters experiencing these events each time. How did the mangaka do this? Did he follow around like 1,000 people and watch their experiences? Because I don't get how so much is true to real life. This is crazy, but equally great and worthy of loads of wins all the time.
ヒッキーって気使えるんだ。
はあ？バカ、お前めちゃくちゃ使えるよ。
そういうことじゃなくてさ、なんていうか、優しいというか。
そうそう、俺は優しいんだよ。今までいろいろあったが、俺が波の人間だったら、今頃世界は終わってるまである。
Him just constantly misinterpreting her words is both true to life and absolutely hilarious, especially when it comes to world domination or whatever he's referencing. This whole scene of the fireworks display and seeing the elder sister talk about Yukino gives us a really decent insight yet again into her character, one that is normally quite closed off.
それでさ、それできっと私は。
Are you kidding me? Man oh man, that was a well-written scene though, going through her thoughts and feelings about everything to do with the accident and him, and how they still would have met regardless of if it had happened or not. It was very sweet. Another great example of the inner monologue driving his character arc, since now he knows he was maybe not lied to, but perhaps had the truth omitted from him about the accident and the fact that Yukino was in the car at the time. Just like they mentioned before, and I kind of elaborated on, it serves as a shake-up to the story, or like they said, a reset of sorts, as we begin the late stage of the season.
あなたが実行委員にいた方が意外だったけれど。
だよね、情に合わない。
I actually do recall this quite well. It's a fairly slow episode, but it nicely deals with their breakdown as we approach the festival and the preparation for it, and how it's affecting everyone in the group in different ways.
いや、無理だって。
でも早八は薄い本ならマストバイだよ。っていうかマストゲイだよ。あなた 種もハンドメイドと見た。
As always, finding a way to bring everyone together, even if they aren't all getting along right now, and I still very much like her. This is very telling of her character and begins the process of opening her up a lot more, showing the things she has had to deal with growing up, and it's also something a lot of people can no doubt attest to. That being the younger sibling and feeling the pressure of doing as well as the older one, as is nicely demonstrated here with their difficult relationship.
ほら、委任っていうやつ？
では今後は私の方で決裁します。
楽しいことやってると一日が早い。
I really cannot recall the reason why she's going to such lengths to do everything herself. I'm not sure looking back if it was about proving her sister wrong, working herself ragged to prove a point, or something else. But they demonstrate this sadness in their group in an excellent way, and nicely also demonstrate everyone's reactions to what they're seeing happening by showing very well animated facial reactions.
自分が変われば世界が変わるというのは嘘だ。
Citywide scenery shot.
人、よく見たら片方楽してる文化祭とか。
Oh, boom! I love that our boy has finally now taken a stand against them. Took him long enough, but the payoff was great and will be even better soon. I also like to think that he did it because he disliked seeing her the night before looking sad and ill, and so decided to step up with his plan. Seeing her like this made me genuinely smile and laugh a lot. The height of kawaii!
もしかしてわざと雪の下に。
雑務、仕事をしなさい。
Understanding a little bit better about the sister's methods, perhaps she's not entirely bad after all, and I gotta also add, I don't hate that little tinge of jealousy right there either. That's both of them now have had those moments. Ooh!
彼の愛し方を知らなかったんだ。
何この役。もしかして俺が出るべきだった？
These comments from him never fail to make me crack up, I swear.
てかこれパンだろマジで。もうちょっとパン感を消す努力しなかったのかよ。パン丸出しだぞ。超パン。パン硬え。中の方まで蜂蜜が染みてねえ。しかもその生クリーム俺のから奪ってるだろお前。まあうまいかな。
It's insane to me that even a simple scene such as this is highly entertaining because it's relaxing and has his very funny inner monologue playing out alongside it. It's also a nice touch that he finishes it because it goes back to the cookie comment from episode 1 about eating it even if it's no good because someone made it for you. Or maybe in this case bought it for him? Not 100% on that. Just like the shopping mall, they painstakingly create and sell the scene to us by showing off really nice stills of the festival.
由比ヶ浜さん、あなたを頼らせてもらってもいいかしら。
そう言ってもらえるの待ってたよ。
ありがとう。
The awesome moment that she pulls everything and everyone together to save the festival, and this lovely and touching moment where she finally relies on her friend and she follows through as well.
構ってほしくてそういうことやってんだろう。今だってそんなことないよって言ってほしいだけなんだろうが。
My guy here just straight up spit in raw facts, but to attain the overall goal, even if it, as usual, means that his own stock goes down among the student body. But he's not doing it for them. He's doing it for the ladies.
自分がその程度の引
きがや、少し黙れよ。どうしてそんなやり方しかできないんだ。
I always like this moment because it seems way more like he's angry that he would yet again take this upon himself, like I mentioned in the previous win, and lower his stock in the school. The problem is that he doesn't really know any other way to get the results they need then and there. But at least his anger is justified from a standpoint of wishing he'd stop shooting himself in the foot all the time.
それはちょっとビターなショコラみたいな刺激気ななした気持ち不器用に溢れて今日こそ
This entire scene is animated for me just as well as the one from Season 4 of My Hero Academia. The only real difference I can see budget-wise is that the My Hero version had several scenes animating loads of characters at the same time. But this is just awesome looking and sounding.
引きがや、誰かを助けることは君自身が傷ついていい理由にはならないよ。
I'm so glad I was right. I like totally hit the nail on the head from memory from like 4 years ago as she sums up what I said and she stroked his face. I like that a lot.
じゃあ終わるまで待ってるね。
行くとは一言も言っていないのだけれど。
ひひ。
Really lovely to see them all back together once more in that club room and getting along fine. Just warms my old heart.
文化祭の時も頑張ってくれたし、頼りにしてるね。
はあ。
I still very much like the jealousy, and I think what makes it better for me is that it's not happening every 5 minutes, like in a harem anime, for example, where multiple girls are in a state of ever jealousy over some mediocre looking lad. But here it's rare and thus more enjoyable.
なるほどザ・ユニバース。話題になって盛り上がる競技を考えろとな。
盛り上がればいいんだよね。
For very likely the final time of this video, yet again finding a proper good way of gathering everyone together from the past 13 episodes. Take a big fat win for one of the only animated montages in the entire anime. In fact, it may be the only one. I don't know, let's say the only one.
変じゃないかな。
似合ってる。全然変じゃない。そう、変じゃなく、これは恋だ。
人が恋に落ちる瞬間を初めて見てしまっつった。
And for the final time of this video, take one more win for his beyond hilarious reactions to this dude. Oh, this was just too perfect. Honestly, I'm super happy that they gave him his time in the limelight in SNAFU. I do like his character a lot, and I do find him really funny, and that was just a perfect way to end the event, even if they did ultimately lose.
いや、結構見てるもんだよ。
そうね。
あ、ユキノも見てたんだ。
たまたまね。
お前ら見てんじゃねえよ。
Oh, and don't think I missed that little subtle hint that both you ladies were watching him and getting all blushy when you got noticed. Alright, I'm dropping a final win here for the first season as a whole. I really enjoyed watching it through again. It's definitely one of my favourite slice of life non-rom-com rom-coms, and there's just so much to love. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe, like I said before, to ensure you don't miss out on all the new stuff coming soon. You can also show me some love by hitting the like button and leaving a comment if you fancy it. If you want to go all out, you can, as always, pledge whatever you'd like to on my Patreon. It keeps me going, it keeps the channel going, obviously, so that's in the description if you want to take a look. Thanks so much for joining me, and of course I'll see you in the next video, or maybe in season 2 down the road, which is also amazing. Nathan Burr, Bird Without a Word, Arias Alibari, Aidan White, PK Fan, Ali 50, Ryan Anderson, Isael Caldera, Chris Harris, Jonas Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Luis Hernandez, Joe W, Yuki Ali, Manuel Morales, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Sentimento, Juffa6263, Silva, Master Tank, Boogie, Aurora, Kevin Nauta, Stefia, Brendan Kriya, Storm 970, Spirit Spinner, Mr. Waffle 64, Theodore Quackins, Kaj Warzorman, Jordan Samuels, Humye, Crimson Shadows, Fourier, Kyle Farmer, Buzzbomb 3000, Mr. Beragino, Console Peasant 12, Adora Blue, Yagai 7636.